Perfect. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
We're Zooming this meeting so that others can stream it and see it. I have some really big announcements for you. Besides, good morning and welcome. And I'm Janelle Voorhees, your president, in case you didn't know. This is our first meeting since February 2020, and our first joint meeting with our guild members on Zoom as well. Please remember that today's meeting is a test. We want to make sure everything works properly and that people streaming it can see us and can understand us. And in order to do that, turn off your cell phones, please. And whatever you do, don't go on the internet and try to stream the meeting because it could cause interference. It could slow down the transmission. We don't want any of that to take place. So please bear with us with this first meeting. It's a new chapter for our guild, having in person and on Zoom. And if anything goes wrong, Linda Super Hooper is here to take photos and videos. And then we'll have some new photos on our website, but if something goes wrong, she'll be able to start filming and back up as a backup for it. So if you don't want to be photographed or shown your picture in the audience, please let Linda Hooper know. You can wave your hand wildly or chase her down. Linda, where are you? Oh, she's in the very back. Okay, so a couple of other things, announcements. Thank you, Jim Jensen, for another wonderful Stitch in Times letter for September. I was so happy you got it out on such a short notice. I know you planned it for a long time, but I got my president's message out after our board meeting. So all newsletters are posted on our website, so you have lots of fun reading them. There's lots of news about the guild and other special events that you might enjoy. There was a really cute one by Jackie Pitts, a rather long one, but it was really well written. So here are some important tips for those in the vets building. All attendees must show that you're vaccinated, and thank you. We've got vaccination verifications from every one of you. I appreciate that. Keep your masks on at all times. No hugging. I think that was the hardest part for me. I got so excited when I was seeing people. No rearranging of the chairs. We want to keep you nice and spaced. Let's see what else. So let's start with Rhonda. Rhonda's going to come over here to the podium, and I'll hand her the mic.
It's going to take a minute. I have some situating to do. Good morning, Santa Rosa Quilt Guild. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm just like over the moon happy right now. Let me put my eyeballs on and I will share with you the last 18 months of new members. Sandy Lee, Cheryl Anderson, Chris Bradshaw, Teresa Pace, Marilyn Dropper, Carolyn Erat, Sharon Bauer, Susie Hall, Susan Kennedy Grant, Martha Skinner, Sherry Marich, and Dale Yamamura. Also on deck, we have April Conberg. She is doing a test drive to make sure she wants to join us. So thank you all so very much, and thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda. I'm going to mix this up a little bit because I want to make sure everybody on Zoom can see our show and tell. Usually we post them along the wall, pin them up with clothespins, and then people stands by them, but we don't want to take the opportunity of disconnecting our Zoom. So if you've got show and tell please line up. You can show it right here if you want, or you can come up on the stage, whichever you prefer. Does anyone have show and tell today? Good. Line up and bring your show and tell over and right in front of the stage. I believe it'll be fine right now. We're going to do it backwards. We want everyone to see the show and tell, and then we want to liven up the room by hanging all the beautiful show and tell. So Rhonda, you can be first. We got the clipboard over here to sign up.
Oh, that's confusing.
Sign in, Rob. Sign in, Rob. Rhonda, please.
All right, I'm so excited about this. I'm ridiculous. I'm so excited about this. This is the Moonlight Quilters of Sonoma County. This is their challenge quilt. The clues were flying geese and the moon. And guess who got number one?
That's beautiful, Rhonda. Thank you. And Linda will take your picture and then we'll post it online. Okay, next. This is just entitled 5 Coins. Anyhow, ended up tired because it's nice. Oh, that's really nice. I like the shadowing too.
And the other one, more or less out of, I really didn't know a pattern for that one. And this one I didn't, but it was, I call it out on a limb. Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you, Judy. Come on up. You guys can stage yourself closer.
Oh my God.
It's called The Girls on the Block. Out of a pond block. Thank you, Jeannie. Gonna move our sign for right now. And Gina.
Okay. Gina Stapler Calhoun. My Zoom room is got right next to my little laptop is my new Sweet 16 that I've been learning how to quilt on all this year. So it's very convenient for doing sew-alongs. But somebody gave me this quilt. It was already started to be quilted and they gave up on it because they did some really weird stuff. So I used it as a practice and I thought it was fun. It's from those old charm packs that we used to exchange years ago. So it's sort of the old and the new. So I thought you'd enjoy it.
I love the power. Come on up, Maureen.
Hello, I'm Maureen. This is Swan Lake, Miss Elizabeth Hartman's pattern. I started making a whole quilt with the swans, and I got to 2, and I thought, 2 is plenty. Kind of a complicated little deal. I quilted it myself, which is another miracle. And on the back, it has feathers, and I enjoyed it very much. And I was in London during the summertime. I went to Kensington Gardens, and it was full of swans. I love swans. So I'm very inspired by swans.
The quilting is beautiful. Come on up.
This is nothing special. It's a community quilt. I found a jelly roll that had 2-inch wide strips, and this is what I got out of it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
First time here.
This is Patty Zach, and this is her first time up here.
This is called Sonoma Strong. I decided to do stuff regarding the fire. There's actually Angel, the longhorn cow in there. So, yeah, and a few things.
That was really sweet. Okay, Cass.
There we go.
This is a year of angels. It seemed like a good year to do that. I hate to say how long I had the embroidery blocks, but anyway, now they're in a quilt finally. And on each appropriate month, I embroidered the birthday of the member of our families whose birthday that was. So.
Beautiful keepsake. You have no excuse for missing your birthday. Hey, Liz.
Okay, one sec. I'm Liz Park. I just realized something. A couple of months ago, I hurt my finger. I didn't break it, but something's gone wacky with it. And I'm trying to clap it. This is the first time I've clapped in 2 months, apparently, because it doesn't work very well. So, anyway, this is a quilt that I finished. I don't even know when it got started. Yeah, you turn around. But I mostly brought it because I put such a pretty back on it. It's got peacock feathers on the back. And it was a more expensive piece of material than I meant to buy, but I liked it, so. So this is going to community quilts.
You notice all the quilts are looking really nice along the wall. Hey, Laura.
So this quilt's not mine, but I just felt it was really important to bring it today. Cecile Claybaugh did this one, and her health hasn't been good. So this is the first one she's done in a long time, and she lives up in Cloverdale. So Georgianne got it from her, gave it to Carol, and Carol gave it to me. So it has a little journey, and I just think it's so great. Okay.
Hey, Diana.
Hi, I'm Diana Cotty, and this quilt was a Riley Blake mystery quilt, so I didn't know what I was doing until it was all done. And it's not, I didn't do the binding yet. Betty did the quilting on it. So this was my little adventure. The quilting, so Betty did every block different. She told me when I first met her, she said she lets the quilt talk to her about how she's going to quilt it. So it gave her quite the conversation.
Thank you. Usually Betty says, don't even tell me what you want. I know what to do. She always does a beautiful job. Oh, George, that's it.
Good morning. I'm Sharon the Librarian Fry. I saw a peacock on the way here today. I guess that's supposed to be good luck. And this I call, when you're quarantined with COVID, make a scrap quilt. And I had more fun with all of the bright colors. And then I looked for something for the border and the back, and it was right there. So I don't have a George to talk to me. I have a collection of fabrics that speaks to me, and it was just right. Before I forget, Janelle, you asked us to wear our cowboy outfits today. I have absolutely nothing for cowboys, but I wore a Christmas vest and a Christmas mask because today is like Christmas for me with all of you.
I figured if we're getting back in the saddle, I'm going to go Western today. And I just let my hair go too, sorry. Just froze. I've got one more. Oh, here it is. I really wanted Carol Lemoynian to see this because this is from her. Block of the month. I thought that would be great for community quilts. So Laura handed this. Anybody else? Yeah, please. Okay, so let's go to community quilts. So if you're a community person or you have other special projects, please line up and present your report. Everybody can see you. So community quilts, why don't you start? And you can start here.
Is Ron, why does it Rhonda start? I have to get.
Okay, Rhonda.
What am I doing? Say community project? Oh, I'm not doing it.
How about friendship blocks, guild challenge, block of the month, Sower Rose, library, opportunity quilts, programs and workshops, boutique. We have a boutique here today, by the way. So thank you, ladies. I see Carol Belkey and I also see Betty Upchurch. They're womaning the boutique shop. Let's see, programs and workshops. And special projects like placemats, around the baby closet, days for girls, etc. Anybody?
Days for girls.
Okay, Brenda, come on up, or you can stand right there.
Hi, I'm Brenda Coburn. I do the Days for Girls project. Thank you for any of you that have worked on it. I have a couple of kits here for some components. I didn't get a lot put together, but if you want to work on it, I have a couple of kits to make some transport bags and some shields. And if you have any stuff you've made, you can give it to me. And if you want to work on stuff, and I don't have the kits here, just let me know, email me, and I can get you stuff. If you have a serger and you like to do serge stuff, the liners need to be serged, and we always have a big need for that because most people don't have a serger, and there's 8 liners in every kit, so there's a lot of those to do. So let me know if you would like to work on that project. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. Here comes Margot. She's filling in for Tony.
Oh, okay. I'll help. I'll be the.
Hello, I'm Margot. I'm doing Tony's Sower Rose because Tony has a boo-boo.
Yeah.
So I want to ask everybody, did you all put your lipstick on today? Okay. So you need to stand in front of it.
Okay.
Please bear with me. Jeannie, in front of here so they see you.
Oh, hi.
Back up a little bit.
Okay, this is Sower Row number 31. It was started by Ann Nolan, and it needs one more row to be complete. So if you're interested, it's very cute. So come and sign up for it, please.
Okay.
And this is Sower Row number 14. And it was started by Jan Westerman, and it needs one, oh no, Leslie Cruz, sorry. And it just needs one more row to be complete.
Okay.
And this one is number 33, and it's called Flashback, and it was started by Ann Nolan.
You guys can't see that. No, we can't see. Can they see? Yeah.
So I remember those colors.
Give it to the short one. That's always a good idea.
Okay, this one is number 32, and it was started by Ann Nolan, and it needs one more row.
Oh, that's pretty. I did that.
And this one is number 22.
Hold on a second.
It was started by Alana. And we need 2 rows on this one, please. So come on down.
This one's very pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow, that's beautiful. Where should we go with this? This way?
This one was started by our illustrious
1,
president,
2, 3,
Janelle.
4, 5, and it's done.
No, it says it needs 1 more row.
Oh, okay.
Don't argue with me, Jeannie.
I'm moving on. I know better.
You're right.
I know better.
So come on down. This one is number 29. So thank you very much.
Is that it? Because I'm picking more.
Thank you.
Oh, the other one's.
Thank you, Jeannie and Marco. You two are a good comedy match.
Tell Tony I'm sorry.
I think you just told her. She's probably on Zoom. Do we know how many people are on Zoom? Can somebody who's
31.
How many?
Oh, that's not.
31 on Zoom?
31.
That's great.
Texted me, she said 36. Oh, 36?
Oh, okay, so they've gone up in numbers. So 36 are on Zoom watching us.
Morning, everyone. I'm Bonnie Butler-Sibbald. I'm chairperson for workshops this year. Okay, now you can hear me. Updates on programs and workshops, because we've had a couple of things come in after I submitted to Jim. The barn quilts with Susie Perrin. We thought we were going to be able to get her in November. No, we couldn't. So we were going to get her in next year. And she has decided that she's going to retire. So she's not coming back to California. And if you know of anybody who does barn quilt teaching, as in how to paint them, please let me know or Elaine Ramirez for next year, because we have had so many requests that that's a workshop we could fill this room. We wouldn't have to do Luther Burbank. We could do this room with as many people as are interested. I will follow up with the people in Petaluma, and I was at Sisters in July. God help me. And there are 2 barn quilters up there that I'm going to try and track down. So that's still in the works, but at this moment it is a no-go. I put in the newsletter that we weren't having a workshop or speaker in November. That's been changed. Still no workshop, but Jerry from Broadway Quilts, the owner, is going to do a presentation for us in our November meeting. Now, if you're like me, you've gone to quilt shops and fabric stores and go, oh, wouldn't it be fun to work in a quilt store? Own a fabric store. So we're going to have a reality check about what it means to have a fabric store. But if you've got questions, please send them to me so that I can compile them and send it to her. I sent her a list last night, copied Janelle about, and had talked to Janelle about, you know, what we think we might like to hear. And one of them was, how do you pick fabric? How do you pick patterns? And all of that. So if you've got, you know, questions, we might have already addressed them, but please, you know, get them to me so I can get them to Jerry. The October lecture and workshop is by Linda Ballard. And my God, that class was full and paid up. I mean, I have checks in my hand as soon as I put out the word. So I do have a waiting list, but the class is full. Her presentation on Thursday is going to be what you can do with strips. Okay, doesn't have to be jelly rolls. You can make your own strips. in different sizes, but this will be the first time she presents this particular presentation. So it's brand new, okay? We're at the beta test site. But it's promising to be wonderful. I did not ask for a hostess for Linda. Sorry, those of you who had your fingers crossed that she was going to stay with you. We are putting her up at Hillside due to COVID restrictions. We're keeping everybody, including her, safe. The class is less than 20. It's 13 at Linda's request, again for COVID. So those of you who are signed up, I haven't gotten back to you yet, but I finally got the supply list yesterday. You have to have your vaccinations, and we will have to be masked, and we will be at Luther Burbank, okay? So that's my update.
Bonnie,
Yes.
what are we gonna do about lunch?
I'm thinking we're going to brown bag it, and we're gonna stay 6 feet apart, and sit outside mostly, but it's, you know, it's gonna be October, so that's a little iffy. But we'll keep ourselves separate, but there won't be snacks or drinks open at our tables. It'll be, you know, very restricted.
Good question.
Thank you, Bonnie. And the Vets building, excuse me, the Luther Burbank Art and Garden Center has a beautiful outdoor area with seating and trees and shade and all that. So it is a nice place to picnic during the meeting. Yes, community quilts, obviously. All right, thank you.
Hi everybody online. So my name's Laura Barrett and I'm with Community Quilts. And so I'm gonna start off just repeating something I said last time, but Pam Beebe, she moved yesterday. She spent Tuesday night with Elaine Tucker, and then the movers, they moved yesterday. So she began with Community Quilts in 2011. So she worked for 10 years with Community Quilts, and she just encouraged, organized, and helped implement the making, distribution of quilts to those who most need the comfort that they provide in our community. So now Janet Tonkin and myself are filling in where as best as we can. Those are big shoes. So we're the contact people for questions, requests, compliments about Community Quilts. And Margot Pitter saw a need, so she's joining us, and we have what we think is a specific project for her, as well as helping us do what we do. And Marlene Sullivan and Nancy Stedman also are with our group. So we've been receiving finished tops and quilts all along while everybody was home. So they were quilting and then using creative ways to get them to us, the library day and more, just calling, meeting places. And so I'm kind of cheating, but here's another show and tell, but this is with my report. So I figured I could have two. So again, this one's not mine. I don't even know who made the top, but it was, I think he got it at a library day and more. And then Jean Shearhart said she loves purple. I'll quilt. So I opened my closet and I have a bunch hanging there, and she picked one out. So she quilted this one. She has a long arm. And that backing's from you, Maureen.
Is it really?
You did. You
I
gave,
recognize that.
yeah, you gave it to Pam, and then she's like, well, this will go with it. And I'm like, okay.
Circle of life.
Yeah. Yeah, so very fun.
The quilting is bored.
Yeah. So we appreciate all the quilts and everything everybody does, and tops, and just everything. So thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so the last thing is the Quiltathon. So it's scheduled for October the 7th, but as you read in the newsletter, we're going to just see in September how these meetings go, and are we up for a Quiltathon? So that was one reason that I asked you that question, Bonnie, about the lunch, is because Janet and I have been talking about it, and that's a long time not to eat if you come for a quiltathon. So, you know, how would we navigate that? Would we set up tables outside? Would we have, well, Carol and I talked about this, maybe a vendor ride by on a bicycle with ice cream and you can go and buy it. I don't know. That sounds like fun. Or maybe tacos, a taco truck. I don't know. Maybe that's not COVID, but we'll just be creative. We want to have fun. I mean, you know, we've had enough of being inside and being worried. So if we do it, we want to have fun. So we're just not sure yet what it's going to look like. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be something else? Whatever it is, it'll be fun. So just stay tuned. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Laura. Can I just see a show of hands in this room of how many would come to a sew-a-thon? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So if you have any ideas, send them to Laura. She can present them at the board meeting at the end of this month. Barbara.
Hi, Barbara Cordelhue, and I'm here on behalf of our placemat program. And I would like to extend a personal thank you to Sharon for having the library and more days. That has really helped our program. Thanks, Sharon. And a lot of other hardworking people that were there to receive and distribute items. So it allowed for the placemat program to continue, and people picked up all kinds of kits and brought in, we're all, and I have over 100 quilts or 100 placemats that have been turned in today by some very enthusiastic quilters.
Right on.
Thank you so much. And here are just a few. There's one here with cupcakes that look good enough to eat. And these do not have binding on them. They're basically just all envelope turned, and they turn out beautiful. So if you're so inclined, I have several kits over on the side there that you can pick up. And if you're not here today, you can make arrangements with me to pick up some at some other place or time. Anyway, thank you very much. We're really close to our goal of over 400. So, wow. But just keep them coming. There's a lot of seniors in town.
These are fabulous.
Aren't they wonderful?
They are fabulous. I love the way they gorgeous.
Nice job, Barbara. Those are just gorgeous. Thank you, everybody who's been participating for several years.
Hey, Debbie. Hi, I'm Debbie Ferris Cole, and I'm doing the Guild Quilt Challenge this year. And the theme is Rainy Days. And I know we've been working on it since February, and I have just a few people who've turned theirs in, and they're just really wonderful and darling, and I love them. They're not going to be due until October 21st. We're going to show them at our first November meeting, and they can be traditional, pictorial, landscape, a word quilt, or they can be abstract. And I'll be here every meeting. If you want to give me your quilt, we want to have them all turned in so we can have a judge and have the prizes ready on the first meeting of November. And I want to let everybody know that I'll be happy to pick up any quilts. So we've got 3 more meetings after this to get them in. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. Carol.
We need to move this over that way.
Yeah.
So she gets to put it in front of the camera. Do it. Is that gonna do it? Let's see if we can get it.
This presentation is brought to you by Block of the Month.
Block of the Month. Okay, good. We got it. Hello, everybody. And I want to say thank you so much for all of the cards that I received. And you would not believe how wonderful it was and how heartwarming it was to hear from you. So Thank you very much. Thank you, folks out there. Hi, my name is Carol Lemonnier, and I am the block of the month. Joni's not here. She's my partner in crime. And again, I have to apologize. I'm slow on getting back to sewing. There's something about the thing that you love the most when you've lost the one that you've loved the most. It's kind of hard to do both of them, but I'm back. And we have for August, the block of the month, and it is bathing suits. And normally when I do a presentation, I wear whatever it is that was, but hell no, I ain't wearing no bathing suit. Yeah, right. There we go. That's my bathing suit. Right. So anyway, it's the bathing suit, and there was a glitch. And I've talked to Linda Hoover. When I gave my instructions, there were written instructions along with the diagram, the pictures that you saw on our website. Somehow, her phone, and she's got an Apple phone and I've got an Apple phone, it just doesn't read the instructions. It's so weird. But, you know, life is weird right now in COVID times, and so what the hell? So anyway, you know what the measurements are, and they are right here also. I don't know if you can see that on Zoom, but they're there. Just go on our website. The only complicated part about this block is the bust, the little thing above the top. What you do is you take those blocks right here. I forgot what the 2.5 by 3 3/4. You cut it this way and you cut it this way. Then you take them and you switch them around and you cut 3/8 of an inch. Then, let me take one of these puppies. Then what you do is you sew them opposite, right? So that you have a rectangle. Whoop, right here, okay? Then, you know, a 1/4 inch, and then you sew it like that, and there you go. You've got it. And then, as you see here, you take them, you've got 2 triangles, and you sew them together. All right? Now, you're gonna say, hey, when I do this, because I've cut it twice, I've got 2 bust parts of the bathing suit. Well, if you were just to make one, you would have 2 of the left side of the bathing suit, which, oh, this feels kind of good. Wait, sorry. And so you can't do that, right? You gotta have both, because we have 2 boobs. Sorry, Jim. So you're gonna have an extra one, which then encourages you to make 2 blocks of the month. Keep one for yourself and donate one for our drawing. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. You kind of don't really need instructions. Sharon already made it just by looking at the pictures. And I know that Joni did it too, just by looking at the pictures. So, but we are gonna try to overcome that glitch, and somehow we will eventually give you the written instructions. So thank you very much for all of the blocks of the months that you have done. And you can bring them here to the meeting and they'll get to me, or you can mail them to my home, or I'll come and get them wherever you live. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. We're so glad you're here today. Carol Wilkie.
Carol to Carol. Yeah, Carol to Carol.
Good morning. Mystery quilt lady here. And I need to put a throw out to Jan Westerman, who has made the final reveal be more user-friendly than my hand-drawn reveal selection. That's probably going to be going to Sharon to email blast it out to you all. I had hoped we'd be able to do them in a workshop of some nature, but that's just not going to happen. It's too complicated to try and get as many people. I have written instructions for the original 3.5-inch size for the setting triangles, the ending triangles. Those blocks will be set on point. You probably will want to get an idea of laying the whole thing out because you might want to move some of your blocks around in the design when you get it. Jan's testing that for me and she did agree that she said that did help to lay the whole thing out. So my goal is I have not a whole lot going this holiday weekend that I will be attached to the computer getting that information out to everybody. Anybody have any other questions or problems with what we've done? Cool.
Thank you, Carol. And I actually got to see a picture of what it's gonna look like. I'm so excited. Okay, Linda, super hooper.
Hi. So I'm Linda Hooper. I just want to take some pictures of you guys. So everybody smile with your eyes, and that way we can put them on the website. That's what I do is I put pictures on the website for you and other numerous things on the website. So just give me a minute here. Great, thank you. And I'll be going around just getting some more individual shots as the meeting wears on so that we can show everybody how safe we are and maybe encourage some more people to come out to the meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, don't forget, look at the accumulation of quilts on the back table. That'd be a fabulous one. Sharon, the librarian.
And before I forget, nominations for the elected board. If you would like to be president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, program chair-elect, parliamentarian, or one of our 6 members at large, please see me or one of the people on the nominating committee, and we will propose your name. And then that will be presented to the board at the end of September and then introduced to the membership. And then we'll take a vote and the new board will be installed the first meeting in January. It's for a 1-year period. If you love the job, you may choose to stay on for another year or 2, but 1-year commitment. So if you would like to be in one of those positions, please let us know. You know, I think we've missed about 36 meetings, give or take. And I've had a new book to introduce at every one of those meetings. Well, they're all on the website, so I'm not going to introduce every one of those to you now, but I do want to show you a couple of the brand new books. And then after the meeting, please come to the back of the room where the library tables are. There are lots and lots of those new books and magazines that you have been missing all these months. And please take them home, enjoy them, bring them back next time you come so that we can keep them circulating. The more books you take home, the fewer I will have to pack up and put in my car. So you'll really do me a huge favor. And if there's someone who would like to go over to the storage unit with me after the meeting, you are invited. You can look through and see if there's anything that you would like to check out. And if you want to help file books, you can always do that, but you don't have to. Now, let you know, we still have our subscription to the American Quilters magazine. So not only do we have this newest one, but there's a lot of new to you magazines on the back table. We have Bonds and Porters, Love of Quilting magazine. Quilt Book is a magazine without ads, costs a ton of money, but I call it a book. And it is just absolutely tremendous. This just keeps getting better every time they publish one. This is their 19th issue. It comes out quarterly. This is about Northern Florida. I tell you, I earmarked practically every single story. There was something there that touched me, that I found exciting. There's a potential speaker in here. Let me tell you, she would be so much fun. If she were ever in Northern California, we would have to grab her. This is just one of the best magazines out there. They do a great job. We have several of the older issues in the back. Grab one, take it home and read it. Jim Jensen. We've got the book, One Block Wonder Paneled Quilts. Yeah, Jim's gonna take it home first today, but he'll leave it on the back table for a little while so that people can add their name to the reserve list. I told Jim, I said, while I was reading it, I just made all sorts of comments and stuck them on the pages. He'll probably laugh at them, and then I told him he could take them off. But this is just really a cool book.
Just want to look at it.
Yes, you may.
Uh-oh.
Our recent speaker, Susie Perrin, the Barn Quilts. She was one of the best speakers we have ever had. I just enjoyed her so much that I finished the Zoom meeting and I immediately ordered both of her books for our library. She was so generous in giving them to us at a very good price, did not charge us postage, and included the tax at her end. These books have beautiful pictures of quilts on barns, but the stories that go with them are just absolutely wonderful. Kind of makes you want to get in a bus and travel around the country and have an adventure just like she had. On top of everything else, they're kind of a love story. And if you were at the Zoom meeting, you know that she eventually got married. But it just tells you all about the relationship, and we've got to start making barn quilts. This is just a terrific book, and so is her second one. So add your name to the reserve list, and please let me know if you have requests for books. I'll try to help you out. Emailing's always a good way to get a hold of me. Yesterday, when I was putting the newest book onto the library page on our website, I just happened to glance down. It said book number 3,500.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've got quite a collection. Our storage unit is a great little library. And thanks to everybody who helps with library days and more, and just enjoy reading and quilting. Thank you. Yes, dear.
How long will you be there today
I'm going to be here.
at the storage?
I'm going to be here locking up the room. So when everybody leaves, then I'll go and then I'll drive over. You just go down that way and that way and that way past Costco and turn right, and then you turn left. That's why you have to follow me.
No, I know.
Because I'm from Sonoma and I don't know my way around here. And then once I'm there, depending on how many books you guys force me to take back, I'll be there 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So if you'd like to go, let me know. Okay, any questions? Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Sharon, and thank you all. Her library days and more have been very, very successful. It was a great transfer of all kinds of, not just placemats and solo rows and quilts. It's just even fabric. I mean, it was amazing what was being handled there. And ticket sales, which brings me to Frances, her opportunity quilt queen.
Good morning, quilters. Welcome back. It's good to see you that are here. I just wanted to let you know, this is the first time that I've seen
the opportunity to quilt in person. I've just seen pictures. It's much more beautiful than the pictures portray.
You're gonna walk down the hall, everybody, and see. Guys coming through okay there?
Swivel chairs.
And then after we get your pictures and everybody waving and saying hi to the folks at home. Hello. Hello. And we're gonna walk down the hall or the wall of the quilts that were hung up, so you guys can get another look at all those. All right, so this is a opportunity quilt hung up, ready to sell tickets. And then all the beautiful quilts that were hung on the wall today. So just letting you guys know that we were all really safe today. We're all having a good time and just really happy to see each other. Sharon's got her library set up as usual. We have sew a row.
Meeting adjourned 11 a.m.